All right, lastly, we have regional rates of millionaires. And it says the box plot shows the number of millionaires by state per 1,000 residents for the United States as reported by Fortune magazine. Okay, assume all distributions are unimodal. And it says list the regions from lowest to highest in terms of the median rate of millionaires in that region. Okay, so we've divided the United States into 4 regions. We've got West, South, Northeast, and Midwest. And again, we have to remember that in a box plot, okay, we've got the whiskers and we've got the box. The line in the middle of the box, that's the median. All right, so which one has the lowest, and we're going to go from the lowest to the highest in terms of medians. So it looks like the South has the lowest median, something close to 15.0. Next up, we've got the Midwest, which seems to be something around 17. And then the West, which is a little bit higher, 17, 18, something around there. And then the Northeast has the highest number when we're looking exactly just at the medians. Okay, so we're only looking at the medians. So from lowest to highest, the median is that middle line. The lowest is South, followed by Midwest, then the West, and then the Northeast. The number of millionaires per 1,000 people. Which region has the largest interquartile range? Okay, so the interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. And so we have to remember that in the box, Q3 is the upper edge of the box, and Q1 is the lower edge of the box. So the IQR is represented, is the width of the box. So here the widest box seems to be the Northeast region. The Northeast region has the widest box here. Okay, and that seems to be, if I look at just the red part of here, it seems to go from there to there, and that seems to be wider than any of the other boxes there. Okay, so the Northeast has the widest box, so it has the largest IQR. Then it asks which region has the smallest IQR. So which region has the smallest box? The South has the smallest IQR. Then part D says which region has potential outliers. Okay, so outliers are represented by the dots, and so we only see one region has dots. Okay, only the South has potential outliers. And why is the rate of 24 millionaires per 1,000 people in the South a potential outlier, while the rate of 24.5 in the Northeast is not a potential outlier? Okay, so here, if we look, this corresponds to a rate of about 24. But then if we look at this spot up here in the Northeast, this is probably around 24.5. And here we see that it is an outlier here because it's a dot, and up here it's not. Okay, so the reason why is that here the interquartile range for the South is much smaller. There's much less spread in the South, but we've got a state that's very high. Okay, so if we think about the South, that's probably going to be places like Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and so maybe they all have about the same rate of millionaires. Okay, but then you might have a place maybe like Florida where you have a lot of millionaires, and that seems, compared to the rest of the region, that's unusual. Whereas in the Northeast you have places like Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New York, and having 24.5 is not unusual compared to the rest of the region. So in the South, 24.0 is unusual compared to the rest of the region. Okay, and so this small spread in the rest of the region, and then in the Northeast, 24.5 is not unusual compared to the rest of the region. So it is not an outlier.